Reading from Luke chapter 9, starting at verse 26. And they arrived at the country of the Gadarenes, which is over against Galilee. That is Jesus and his disciples. Remember, they had just been in the ship, the great storm, and Jesus spoke to the storm, and immediately it ceased. The wind ceased. And when he went forth to land, there met him out of the city a certain man which had devils long time, and wore no clothes, neither abode in any house, but in the tombs. When he saw Jesus, he cried out and fell down before him, and with a loud voice said, What have I to do with thee, Jesus, thou Son of God Most High? I beseech thee, torment me not. For he had commanded the unclean spirit to come out of the man, for oftentimes it had caught him, and he was kept bound with chains and fetters, and he brake the bands and was driven of the devil into the wilderness. Notice the contrast. Remember, when Jesus was filled with the Holy Spirit, he was driven by the Spirit into the wilderness. This man was driven by the devil into the wilderness. And Jesus asked him, saying, What is thy name? Of course, Jesus knew. He was God in the flesh. And he said, Legion, because many devils were entered into him, and they besought him that he would not command them to go out into the deep. And there was there a herd of many swine feeding. And they besought him that he would suffer or allow them to enter into them, and he allowed them. He suffered them. Then went the devils out of the man and entered into the swine, and the herd ran violently down a steep place into the lake and were choked. The demons weren't choked, just the animals, the swine. When they that fed them saw what was done, they fled and went and told it in the city and in the country. And they went out to see what was done, and came to Jesus, and found the man of whom the devils were departed, sitting at the feet of Jesus, clothed and in his right mind, and they were afraid. Isn't that interesting? They weren't afraid before when he was full of the devil, 2,000 of them. But when he's in his right mind, they were afraid. Why? Because they were lost souls. They were children of darkness. Then the whole multitude of the county of the Gadarenes round about besought Jesus to depart from them. Isn't that amazing? For they were taken with great fear, and went into the ship. And he went up into the ship and returned back again. They were taken with great fear. Well, those demons that killed those pigs went into the people. And they wanted Jesus to get out of there. That's the devils, man. Now the man of whom the devils were departed besought Jesus that he might be with him. But Jesus sent him away, saying, Return to thy own house, and show how great things God hath done unto thee. And he went his way and published throughout the whole city now great things Jesus had done unto him.